do a good job, if you do a good job, I mean, it's pretty impressive, you know?
Is the microphone open?
Wait.
Okay. So I will use a visual support. No?
I would advise against it.
Covering the fact.
There's not even a chart.
The blackboard? I'm not sure. It's the chairs mostly.
It's already raised on the other side.
Use the, yeah. Okay.
Just speak up.
Yeah.
Do we really have to be filmed?
Yes.
Yes. Because as much as the point of written stuff is that so we can reread it, like and like understand it more clearly, having it seen, having it filmed, we can see it again. And also, like, we gave you a week to do this.
Okay. So, who's Bender? I'd say, alright, first of all, Bender's a guy. He's a teenager. He's rebellious. Well, let's take a look on the outside. He's rebellious. He doesn't follow authority. He seems to follow his own path. He's kind of a bit of a loner. Hard-headed. But what I think he really is, well, I think he's weak inside. He doesn't have any self-esteem. Oh my god. Because his dad is a drunk, violent man who doesn't respect him. His mom gets, I don't know, physically beaten, probably. They don't specify. They just say that he doesn't treat her right. So in the end, he feels like he's nothing. He's worth nothing because his dad tells him he's worth nothing. People at school tell him he's worth nothing, and so he's always in need of attention, either to make his own life more worthwhile, either to prove something that, you know what, I'm more than just that. I'm actually able to. People can actually like perceive me. I'm more than nothing. I'm more than just a rabbit. So he kind of just is the best way he gets. He has to find attention, which is piss people off. So that's why he kind of looks like a loner, but it's not because he wants to be a loner. It's because it's the only way for him not to be alone. Oh, that's fair. And the other thing, I'd say, because he has such this weak. He's so like soft on the inside. He's so vulnerable that he has to make this really hard shell to protect it, to act as if he wasn't in any way affected by what other people do. But I think, as we see throughout the play as it progresses, is that he learns and he kind of softens his exterior. He doesn't snap back or kind of, I don't know, maybe he connects a bit. Maybe he gains a little bit of esteem and confidence in himself, and in short, doesn't need to be so defensive. I don't know. I try.
It's pretty good. Can we open the floor for questions? And we
Yes.
encourage everyone to ask questions. The actors as well, not just the crew.
Yeah.
Cast.
First question, Thomas.
Yes.
How does he interact with other people?
Well, he talks to them. Right, but how? I'd say he. Alright, if he met the person for the first time, like at the beginning of this play, he's gonna act to them as if they're nothing more to him than just some other person. They act to him as if they're lower, as if they're worth less. But I think he does that just because he doesn't feel safe with the other person. He doesn't feel like he can show his real self, and so he acts with a mask on his face. Yeah. But so he acts in a way that it's kind of defensive. So he's very aggressive. He's kind of devil may cry. You know, I don't care what you may think, but he does. But as the closer he gets with the other characters, the more authentic he acts. So he interacts in a way that's more true to himself. I don't know. It's hard. I wouldn't know how to characterize it.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Questions we encourage actors to ask questions as well.
To your fellow actors.
Go ahead. No, really.
Can I ask them questions?
Do you have a question?
How do you think kind of already explained it, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question. If he is so aggressive towards people when he first meets them, how can he get close to them and then start to act authentic?
How? Well, in this play, because
As a character.
we adapted it from 1980s, so of course we had to take away the cell phones. I'd say it's because at that moment he's kind of like they're forced together. So even if he's annoying and all, they get to know each other because they're just stuck with each other. But I'd say with the others, well, yeah, most people know him as an asshole. I mean, most people don't know him further than what he looks like on the outside. They don't know him as his true personality. But these people get to know more of him just because they're stuck together. But otherwise, I don't think they'd become friends.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't see Bender and Brian becoming friends on a normal day.
All right, so
But
then
Brian's
how come he still has friends?
cool.
There's other people like him. Like,
They relate.
Maybe they relate to each other. Maybe they're. I don't know. Maybe I'd say. Well, are they from the? If they're from the same background, they have more chances to find common points and actually relate with the other person. So, in turn, actually see behind what they're showing. But also because he puts up an image of himself. Like he carries around pictures of girlfriends. I don't know if they're real girlfriends or not. So I don't know. Maybe he finds other like
what do you
grunge
think?
kids. What?
Do you think they're real girlfriends or fake?
I don't know. I think they're fakes. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like he acts fake. He doesn't act true.
Well, I just wanted to say, like, those details, the pictures and all that, you have to make a picture in your mind of what they actually mean to you. Because you have to know your character inside out. You have to know everything you do, everything it represents, so that you can be your character and not just play a character.
Yes, coach.
Can I ask one last question?
Of
Or
course.
did you want to ask a question? You can go
Answer.
One last one, and then we'll
Oh, yeah, then
switch to
we'll
someone
finish
else.
up, Yeah. What's Bender's favorite film?
Bender's favorite film?
Yeah.
Off the top of Bender's head.
Top of Bender's head. Okay, do I have? Am I in the 80s or 2015?
You're Bender. You're doing.
Now.
It doesn't
Alright, I'm
matter
Bender
what
now?
years, 80s or does it? The one you're doing.
Just the title is Mad Max.
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
It's pretty good.
Hint of anger.
Which one? First, second, third, or
The reboot.
the reboot?
Well, I was just thinking of the name. I'd say the first one because I saw the first one. I haven't seen the second one,
Okay.
but Road Fury.
I'd say
Road
the third
Rage.
one, but that's just.
It's not a question because you did well on your own. It's more of a comment. I think it's something you could add to Bender is that regardless of him being an asshole and a jackass, he still remains utterly charming. So I think that's an important element you can add. So regardless of him being like he is,
Maybe he acts like an asshole, but he still opens up a little bit. He doesn't act completely like I'm not going to tell you anything. Maybe he does open up a little bit, trying to maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he's 90% aggressive, 10% I mean.
Okay. That's good. It's a good. Do you want to move on to?
Yeah. Patrick, who's Carl?
Okay, well, Carl, I'd say he's a guy who kind of peaked maybe in high school. He had a great time there, had a lot of friends, was very confident, had a girlfriend, probably was really hot. He was like on the hockey team, was doing really great. Then later on, like he got his heart broken by his girlfriend, obviously, and that kind of really hit him hard. He couldn't focus on anything else. It really kind of destroyed him. Probably went through like a very depressing phase. So he quit high school, college. So then he got a job as a janitor. Kind of just got an easy job like that. And now that he's a janitor, he doesn't really like it that much. he knows it's not a great job. He might want to do something better later in life, but for now he's like entertaining himself while he's doing it. Like he's listening to people. He's like snooping around. He's like trying to do the best he can, like to entertain himself during the day. What else? He's also kind of young in this play, so he can kind of relate to the children. He kind of knows and understands their problems. He
hasn't forgotten what TH child is.
Yeah, he remember how it was, so that's how he can relate to them. And yeah, kind of.
Any questions?
I'm gonna go first. Everything that sounds good. Like you seem to know where your character's coming from. Only thing is that everything you've said is stuff that we've written already in the script and like told you. Do you have any idea, an idea of who your character is, not who he was and what he's done, but who he is? What's his personality? Aside, like, try to think of him outside this play.
I'd say he's
And film.
a pretty confident guy. He's a funny person. He's nice to hang out with. Probably some like easygoing person, you know, kind of laid back. He's not too much worried about everything. He kind of lives every day as it goes. He's not like he's not trying to reach the top necessarily. He's not like he doesn't want to be the best really. Like he doesn't have super high aspirations. He's not really like interested much with like having a really good job and like a big status. He's kind of more the guy who kind of wants to be happy and try to just enjoy himself.
All right.
I just don't really understand because you said first that he wanted to like one day change jobs and do something else.
Yeah, well, like he knows being a janitor is not the best you can do. Like for him, it's an easy job. He kind of doesn't mind that it's not a hard job. He kind of just cleans up. It's not difficult. He knows it's not really something like it's not great. He kind of wants to move on to something, but like I don't think he's necessarily gonna go back and study and be like really work hard to get to the top. You know, he's gonna try to get something better, something not too difficult.
Okay.
If nobody else has any questions, we'll go to Thomas.
Can I ask you one question? What's his favorite food?
His go-to munchies is poutine. It's not his favorite food. That's
Okay.
just like when he's kind of really hungry and on the go.
Okay.
Microphone does the whole effect.
Okay. think about things. I mean, I'll give you an advice. Like, think not only about his aspirations or like his mind, but things he does on a like everyday basis. You know, and like things that he just enjoys. Like I don't know. Like I have this thing that I like skipping lines on the floor. Like I don't like walking on the line of the floor. It's something dumb, but it's something about me. You know. So you can think about very small things as well.
Steven has a question.
Steven? Well, it's in the same order of questions. But what would Carl do on Saturday?
On a Saturday. All right. Huh?
Isn't he working on Saturday?
Okay, on a Sunday, what would you do?
What? No, but what? Okay.
Well-
Yes, he is working on Saturdays, but what would he do if he wasn't working?
Wow.
Okay. First every day, wake up. Take your time to wake up. Like stay in bed, loaf around. You know, take a nice long shower. Cook yourself some breakfast. Then maybe watch a bit of TV shows.
Which shows?
Seinfeld.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Seinfeld's really good. Finished the whole thing.
Going through like chemistry reports. Chemistry, and then go like, okay, I know how to make that.
Good question. By the end of the day, he's with some friends, hanging out, probably going to a bar at night.
Other janitors.
Huh?
Other janitors.
Not janitors. He has better friends than that.
Does he still play hockey?
Yeah, in the winter he still plays a lot of hockey. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. He goes to the hockey rink and he's in MDG.
Yeah. Man, you're just thinking about like, oh yeah, our hockey rinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives next to him, and we have a hockey rink, so it's nice.
Close to it.
I know, I was thinking about that.
Okay.
I don't even skate.
Should we move on to
Yeah.
Thomas? Okay, we have to keep the ball rolling because we don't have a lot of time. So,
I'll think more about
but
it.
think about that. Yeah.
Okay.
I might take
Hello.
Yeah.
Send me your song.
Just go for it,
Okay,
please.
okay, so who's Brian? Brian's a goofy kid. He's funny. He's pretty cool. He likes joking around, like when he asks himself who he is, he says he's the walrus, like the Beatles song. He's kind of nerdy. He's really good in school, and that's like really something important to it.
Except for shop.
Everything school related is really interesting for him, and he really, like, one of his greatest values is education and his like academic success. And yeah, but he has a lot of friends. He does like a lot of extras, like extra activities, and he's not like bullied a lot. Like he's really close with his good friends, and like he's really confident in his social group. But when he gets out of it, he's not as confident, and he's a bit scared to like get out of his comfort zone. But when he does, it's fun for him. Like it's awkward and like what to say? It's an intricate character. Like there's more to him than only like the nerd image he has, because he's got stuff that he doesn't really talk about to anyone, like his kind of failure in his like class with the class elephant. He keeps stuff to himself, but so yeah, he's really like, intricate.
What kind of things does he keep to himself? Because have you thought about how intricate he is? Like in what ways?
Well, he's gay, and he hasn't really told a lot of people that, and he keeps that a lot for himself. And like when you see Brian walking down the street, you just think, oh, he's a nerdy kid, but like there's more in his mind than just manga and like League of Legends and stuff. There's more to him than just that. He doesn't only think about that, he thinks about a lot of things. Yes, you have a question?
Well, yeah, of course. When we talk about the glass elephant, he basically attempts to kill himself,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah, which is
why
pretty.
why does it go that far?
Well,
Is it
because
for sure?
like it's really something important to him, like his academic success. And yeah, he has problems getting out of his like comfort zone, and that class made him get out of his comfort zone because he's used to like really like maths and literature and stuff, like materials that he can study for and maybe get out his creative side. But with hands, he's not that good, and it really made him like experience something he's never experienced before, and he found that really hard. Like, that's why he wanted to feel.
You think that's all it took?
Yeah, I honestly think that for Brian, it played like a really
All right, Laurence?
Who do you think puts that pressure on Brian? Is it himself? Is it his friends or his parents? Like,
Yeah, it's Brian receives like a lot of pressure, not only by himself, but like all his surroundings. Even people who don't know him, like Bender, like even they think of him as someone who has a gut eye for you, and really smart kid, and that's his image. So that's like his social entourage now. His social circle, his social life is like dictated by that image of him who has good grades. So everything around him kind of puts pressure on him to have good grades. Like his parents, his friends, himself, everything. So there's a lot of pressure on him.
Can I say something about the elephant?
Yeah.
Like you asked, is there more to it?
Can
Yeah,
we,
let's
we make
address
this
the elephant.
the last thing?
Last one, yeah.
The last comment. Well, can I just it's not a question. It's
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe like why he can't like tolerate that elephant that little man. It's because he's not just afraid of failure. He can't even think of the possibility without like going completely insane. Like maybe he's like this kid who's been amazing at school for his whole life. So it's not just about being amazing at school. He's always been like there was never been a day in his life when he didn't get when he got a grade like below a B plus. Like that's like, and that was failure for him already. So just like not getting the elephant lighting up, like all his futures depending on going back to the pressure thing. So it's not just that he's afraid of that failure. It's that failure like sort of tells him maybe when it's really gonna matter, you're gonna fail again, and then your life is gonna be ruined. And his brain goes absolutely crazy about it. So maybe that's why he was so mad at himself. Sorry.
Hello.
Tom, I have a question.
Yes.
So, is there a link between Brian's relationship with his parents and Bender's relationship with his parents? Is there any?
That's a good question.
Okay, last question.
Last one, because we need to get going.
Okay. Well, to add to that, I think, Brian isn't really close with his parents. He doesn't talk to them about anything except his grades. That's all they know about him. So he's distant from his parents. I guess maybe less than Bender is, but he still is distant, and he still feels that distance. And he has a lot of pressure from his parents. Like I think Bender doesn't really have pressure from them, but it's still harsh, a harsh family. Anyway, I think like everyone in the play doesn't have the best family around them.
Except Carl. Just kidding.
Well, he had a good family.
You got the facts.